Using films as a prominent example, all films fall under certain types of paradigms which can be used to identify what type of film it could be. And it makes it so we can classify films by looking at the narrative structure of the set film. The topic I've chosen is video games. Like films, it can be classified according to the genre. I'll be talking about Max Payne the video game, and we'll be explaining how noir fits into this specific kind of game, or more or less neo-noir. We have all heard of the term genre. This is typically used to categorize or classify the type of media within a film, game, literature, and sometimes even music. But what does make up the specific genres, and how can the classification work and be applied to games? Well, first we need to go back and talk about genre. Now, genre is a style of art, music, or literature. An example that can be used is science fiction, as a genre is relatively new, or the novel is not merely one genre among other genres. Whenever someone hears about noir, they just think about shady cops, femme fatales, dark claustrophobic streets in the rain, and a hint of mystery. However, the visual style for film noir movies has become the new defining characteristics for the film's genre. Some believe that all films made after the general classic period of American film noir based in the 1940s and 50s are nothing more than imitations due to the visualizations in their different styles. But how different is this genre in games? Well, Max Payne is a neo-noir third-person shooter video game series about a protagonist, Max Payne, a New York City police detective who is turned vigilante after his family had been murdered by drug dealers. Now, this is different compared to games such as Fortnite or The Sims, as it runs completely different and has quite a bummer of a feeling to it. You may say, oh, but what about GTA? Well, yes, GTA has its dark themes, but it is classified as an action-adventure game. It does not quite reach the noir feel, as it does have a lot of humour in it, and not everything is set out like a dark, gloomy mystery. Neo-noir is a subcategory to noir. The fundamental difference between film noir and neo-noir is the time period in which they were made. Film noir was not conscious, and the label for film noir didn't make it to America till 1970. Prior to that, however, it was a term that French critics used to label films with certain characteristics. Games, like films, can be classified according to genre. Max Payne is an excellent example, as it co-aligns with neo-noir and even has mystery and romance factors. The story is set out with a similar tone, detective on the lookout for the bad guy, some shady cops, and interesting set of played out scenes. Game theory started as a mathematical exploration of human behaviors. The term has since expanded to cover decision-making science for not just humans, but animals and computers too. Originally, game theory only looked at zero-sum games. Zero-sum means no points are added in order for one person to win, another player had to lose. Game theory is used a lot in economics, psychology, and political science. A game like Max Payne shows us that whatever decision you make, there is always a dark outcome. That is where the noir factor comes into play. No matter what you do, you will always have that gloomy feel. Yes, you may be able to finish the game and make different decisions, but something always will go horribly wrong in the end.